Okay, we're here. We're streaming. We're streaming right now. We're live. We're getting swatted.
Imagine an ordinary day in front of the camera turns into an incredibly dangerous situation. This is the reality that many streamers face when they're targeted by the dangerous prank known as swatting. 10. Let's start with Aiden Ross. In 2022, Aiden was streaming as usual, enjoying some time with his friends, when everything took a sharp turn. While watching a police chase on his stream, sirens began blaring louder and louder. At first, Aiden thought nothing of it, but as the noise intensified, his friends started whispering, and then the realization hit. They were getting swatted. The sirens were right outside. The situation quickly escalated from a casual gaming session to a life-threatening encounter, and Aiden was left stunned. This wasn't a routine police chase on his stream. It was real, and it was happening to him. Well, what's it like when a peaceful stream turns into a nightmare? For Aiden, it was a brutal reminder of how quickly things can go from fun to dangerous.
Alright, I'm coming right now. I'm coming out right now. Alright, I got you. I'm coming out right now, sir.
9. Back in 2016, Russian streamer Sank TV was casually playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive when he suddenly heard a knock at the door. At first, he didn't think much of it, but before he knew it, police were busting into his apartment with guns drawn. The moment turned into a nightmare as officers believed they were responding to a dangerous emergency. Thankfully, after some intense moments, Sank TV and his friend were released, and they learned they had been victims of a swatting prank. While they were lucky to walk away unharmed, the terror they faced was all too real. Imagine hearing a knock at your door and finding out you're seconds away from a disaster. That was the reality for Sank TV, and it could happen to anyone. 8. Swatting doesn't just shock streamers, it can have deadly consequences. Take Ice Poseidon for example. During one of his IRL streams, he was casually getting a haircut when, out of nowhere, a police officer barged in. The officer confronted him about a supposed murder, accusing him of being involved in a crime he didn't commit. Ice was bewildered, but somehow he kept his cool while the officer questioned him. Thankfully, Ice was released, but things could have gone a lot worse. What if your quiet, everyday stream turned into a scene from a crime thriller? For Ice Poseidon, the worst case scenario wasn't far from reality.
Yeah.
Have you threatened to shoot somebody today?
No. No.
7. For Fauci, a popular streamer, 2024 was supposed to be a year of healing. However, in the midst of a mental breakdown on his stream, Fauci found himself on the receiving end of a prank call. As he was in the middle of an emotional moment, police showed up at his door, causing chaos. Fortunately, the officers quickly realized it was a prank, and Fauci was not in danger. However, the psychological impact of such an incident can linger long after the sirens fade away. When you're already in a fragile state of mind, the last thing you need is to have your world turned upside down by a fake emergency.
This is a prank call. I'm live streaming.
We'll confirm that.
I know. All right. I'm not moving.
6. XQC, one of Twitch's biggest stars, has had his fair share of swatting incidents. But during one of his streams, the tension hit a breaking point. XQC was playing a game with friends when suddenly, strange noises came from his house. He immediately suspected something was wrong. His heart raced as he tried to stay calm, but it wasn't just the sound of a door creaking or a window breaking. It was the unmistakable sound of armed officers entering his home. Panic set in as he scrambled to figure out what was happening. After the situation calmed down, XQC returned to his stream, visibly shaken, but he knew this wasn't an isolated event for him. What do you do when your stream gets interrupted by real-life danger? For XQC, staying calm was the hardest part of surviving the swatting experience.
Hello?
I'm coming out.
Hello? What is going on?
Yes.
What? Hands up.
5. Just days after moving into his new home, popular streamer Speed found himself face to face with a terrifying situation. While playing Fortnite on stream, the police raided his house in response to a false emergency call. The incident was broadcast live, leaving Speed and his audience on edge. Once the officers confirmed that the report was a hoax, Speed returned to his stream, visibly rattled. He used the opportunity to speak out about the dangers of swatting, warning his viewers that such pranks can easily escalate into something deadly. What happens when a swatting call turns a gaming stream into a nightmare? For Speed, it's a harsh reality that could have ended much worse.
Bro, just for my safety, in case anything happened.
4. In 2019, a typical gaming session turned into a full-blown crisis when streamer Craw was swatted during a live Counter-Strike session. Guns drawn, officers stormed into his room, shocking him and his viewers. As the officers interrogated him, Craw was forced to scramble, trying to explain that it was a false report. The situation was intense, and viewers watched as the chaos unfolded in real time. Thankfully, Craw was unharmed, but the experience left him shaken and uncertain about the future. Ever wonder how real-life tension can escalate while you're gaming? For Craw, a simple online match became a terrifying ordeal. 3. Another streamer who faced the wrath of a swatting call was Neon. During a live stream, police arrived at his house in response to a false claim that a mother had been murdered by her son. The tension was so high that one of Neon's friends couldn't believe it was happening. Before Neon even understood the situation, the police were at his door, guns drawn, and everyone was forced to step out of the house with their hands up. The false report had led to an overwhelming police presence, and while no one was hurt, the psychological toll of such an event was undeniable. When a prank turns into a full-scale police operation, the consequences can be far-reaching. Neon found that out the hard way.
They coming in hot?
Everybody come out.
I come in peace. Yes, sir, 100%, man. We're just...
2. While enjoying a mukbang on stream, Lacy Silky Sketch and Plackboy Max had no idea that the next few minutes would be anything but relaxing. A random internet user made a false emergency call, and suddenly, their peaceful stream was interrupted by the arrival of a SWAT team. Officers claimed there was a serious situation unfolding, but after the false alarm was cleared, they returned to their stream. Though the ordeal was over, the fear still lingered, and the incident reminded them of just how quickly a normal stream can turn dangerous. Imagine enjoying a meal and a chat only to be interrupted by a SWAT team. For Lacey and Max, it was a reminder of just how vulnerable streamers can be.
Oh my God.
Alright. Okay, we're here. We're streaming. We're streaming right now. We're live. We're getting swatted. Mute the mic, bro.
Wait, is this real?
Mute.
1. Ice Poseidon's swatting incident took an even stranger turn during a hypnosis session. The stream was supposed to be a calming and reflective experience, but it quickly became a scene of chaos. As Ice and the therapist were talking, a knock on the door led to a group of officers barging in, guns raised. The peaceful therapy session turned into a life or death situation as the police, responding to a false call, began searching for any potential threats. The whole ordeal was captured live, further intensifying the terror.
Is everybody else in the house?
Anybody else? No. Okay, step down.
These incidents serve as a reminder that we need to raise awareness about the severity of swatting and its potential to cause real harm. If you found these stories unsettling, remember that awareness is the first step in preventing more tragedies. Stay informed, stay safe, and let's work together to stop swatting. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content.